For today's thrift store challenge video, we will be diving into Studio MCGEE by Threshold and the MCGEE CO website to get loads of inspiration, and then we are headed over to the thrift store and even some free finds to see what we can come up with for a whole lot less. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. To start this video off, as some of you might know, Studio MCGEE by Threshold has released a new collection as of a few days ago. One of my favorite pieces was this square woven basket. And while I was at the Goodwill, I came across this one that was super similar, decided to style it up just like they did with a little bit of dinnerware, and I can create a very similar look, but so much more budget friendly. Another style of baskets you will see Studio MCGEE and MCGEE & Co use a lot are lidded baskets, which are obviously great if you need something to be concealed. I loved this basket, but it was quite a bit damaged for $4. And then I found this basket for just $4 as well. The only thing that I wasn't, I guess, crazy about was this little knob detail. So what I decided to do was just simply remove it and add my own hardware that I had extra on hand. And I think it's just a really simple way to elevate this piece on a budget. So now let's talk about the things that can get incredibly expensive. So on the MCGEE & Co site, I would say one of the more expensive pieces you can find are the vintage furniture pieces. These can go for thousands of dollars. And while finding thrifted vintage furniture is also amazing, nothing is more amazing than a free find. So this man had just brought it out to the end of his driveway, and he said we were doing him a favor by taking it away. So there was obviously a lot of damage to it, and as long as all of the drawers were functioning appropriately, that was kind of my only concern. So they were a bit dirty, so I'm gonna line them inside anyway. As for the tone of the wood, this tone just pulls way too orange for my floors. So I knew I was going to have to sand it down, and sanding is just one of those things. It takes a lot of time. So I probably spent 6 hours total completely sanding this down to get it to the raw wood form. What was nice about this tool here is I'm really able to get into those little crevices that are a little bit tedious to get with an electric handheld sander. So I would recommend using a product like this if you have a lot of detail sanding to do. Once the desk was sanded down entirely, I contemplated staining it, but I opted to just seal it because I really loved that natural wood tone that was happening. For the hardware, I wanted to do something a little bit more modern just because I think that's a nice juxtaposition with a very vintage piece and modern hardware. So I will link these down below for you guys if you'd like. They were really affordable off of Amazon. So because the desk was free and the only truly new thing I had to purchase was the hardware, I was able to achieve this look for about $32. Another area that can get incredibly expensive on the MCGEE & Co website are the vintage rugs. And I'm not saying that these pieces aren't worth that. I'm just saying that I can't afford to spend thousands of dollars on rugs. A nice alternative is through the Target line, but even rugs like this one can be super expensive on Target's website. So a resource that I really love using for rugs is Facebook Marketplace. This rug is usually over $300, but I got it for just 80 bucks. I just had to share this story because it was so sweet. So I went to go pick up this rug, and then she also just gave me this light, and then, don't mind my dirty mom car, but she gave me this Studio MCGEE vase. For 30 bucks, she gave it to me totally free. Like, these pieces were totally free. Looking through the MCGEE & Co catalog, this is the kind of bedroom I want. I want the vintage rug, the olive tree, the white linen on the bedding, and so I'll do my best. And even if that means that I have to wait it out on Facebook Marketplace and at the thrift store, I will, because I can save so much money in the process. Now back to the free mini lamp and vase. So for the vase, I went outside, I grabbed some greenery from my backyard and decided to place it in this vase on my kitchen island. And then for the lamp, I don't really have a place for it, so I'm just gonna pay it forward. So if you're a subscriber and you comment on this video, just say mini lamp, interested in mini lamp, and I will gladly send this off to one of you guys. Moving right along into textiles. So I do think Target does a pretty good job of keeping the prices low on their textiles. However, I do think you can still find really beautiful things at the thrift store occasionally. You just have to always keep a lookout. So I found this blanket for just $5. It was in such like mint condition, great quality. Decided to wash and dry it and place it on my couch. And I think it's just a nice neutral. It adds a little bit of texture, but it's not overwhelming my space. I think every time Studio McGee does a new product line drop for the season, this is where everybody goes bananas and everybody buys the same arrangement, and then you just kind of see it over and over again on every influencer site. Everybody has the same stuff. So this is why I like to go to the thrift store, because you can make your own kind of situation for more affordably, and then it's something that not everybody else has. Even if you just have to DIY a little bit, like you could distress this vase. Another area that I like to check as well is the canister section, because oftentimes the base of the canister, even if you don't like it from one side, just flip that side to the back and you can use these as little utensil holders in your kitchen instead, or you could turn this into a little planter or even a candle. One thing I did pick up in the pottery department for fall was this really beautiful sculptural vase. It reminds me a lot of the shape of a lot of things you'll see on the Studio McGee site. Other things I've picked up for fall was this copper lidded box that I found at a garage sale for just $2.50. I also found some dried florals for $1. I also found this really interesting pumpkin that lights up. This one was $5. I also found this faux fur throw for just $5. And then I actually found a Studio McGee throw pillow for the fall. I think this was last season for just 50 cents. And last but certainly not least were these dried eucalyptus stems for just $1.25. So this is definitely the direction I'm headed in for the fall season. Obviously, I'm not gonna put any of this stuff out right now, but what I will do is collect things all summer long, so then that way by the time fall does come around, I'm ready, and I've saved a lot of money because all of this stuff was only about $20. Moving right along into the wall art. And this is another area that I think the Threshold by Studio McGee line does a really good job of kind of like replicating what you would see at McGee & Co. or on their website, because it is a fraction of the cost for such a similar look. But another place you can get a really similar look, you guys already know, is the thrift store. This is definitely a treasure hunt. You have to dig and keep sifting through all of the frames, because most of it is definitely not going to be things that you necessarily want, but some of it is like the perfect additional piece that you need. So one thing Studio McGee does a lot of is they'll stack artwork, and it gives this kind of gallery vibe to your space, which I really like. So I ended up finding this painting for just $4. I stacked a Studio McGee photograph in front of it, and I think I'm able to achieve this kind of like gallery inspired look on a budget. For this video, I did really want to focus on those kind of most expensive pieces and how we can save money, because yeah, like if you save $20 here and there on a vase, that's great, but where you can really save is on your furniture, your lighting, and your rugs. So for this component, I want to talk about lighting. So you want to focus on the materials that they're using and how you can find it at the thrift store. So I loved this patinaed brass light from McGee & Co. And then I went to the thrift store and I found this lamp base that was also patinaed brass for just $4. But I wish you guys were here to see just how heavy this light is. Like, it is heavy and it's really good quality, which is nice. A lot of times when you find floor lamps at the thrift store, they're kind of like tilting or they're wobbly, and this is totally like not something you normally find at the thrift store. At least I don't. And on top of that, it was just $4, which is even better. This was here. Obviously the shade was not. I can assume though, whatever shade went on here, which I have no idea. Maybe you guys have an idea. Let me know what you guys think went on here. The problem I'm having is this socket is ginormous, and not any normal bulbs that I have will fit inside of this. So I'm gonna try a couple things. I'm gonna go to Lowe's tomorrow and I'm gonna see if I can find a light bulb that's gonna fit inside of here. If not, I'm gonna go the puck light route. So now I needed to find a shade that would make sense. So while I was at the thrift store, I found this one for just $3, and it is a bit scuffed up in some areas. So usually when that happens, I just like to take a magic eraser to it, and that usually does the trick to remove any sort of like weird stains or anything like that. I'm just going to sit this on top of here, and then I'm gonna put a puck light on top of that. So let's see if that works. I think it looks pretty good for just $7. I mean, I think I get that patinaed brass happening. I wish I had an actual light bulb that fit. That's the only thing that I'm kind of bummed about, but I think for now, like a puck light will solve that problem just perfectly. And last but certainly not least are the decorative objects. This is definitely something I've started incorporating more and more in my spaces. Over the last couple of years, my mom used to use them all the time, and I never really got it until I was an adult, because I think that I just always think of decor as it needs to serve a purpose. But sometimes the purpose is to just break up the uniformity of all these really rectangular pieces like books and boxes and things like that. And it can function basically just like three-dimensional artwork, and I think incorporating these into your shelf styling is crucial. So one thing I like to do at the thrift store is just combine pieces together. An example of this is I found this Yankee Candle tea light candle holder for just $1, and then I found this tapered, kind of wavy, interesting tapered candle holder, and I'm just going to put the two pieces together and insert a puck light inside of here. And I think that this gives me this really interesting look, again, breaking up that uniformity, and it does actually serve a little bit of a purpose. And those are all of the projects and finds I have for you guys today. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments which project was your favorite. And I will not see you guys next Sunday because I will be celebrating the 4th of July with my family. And I wish you all a very happy 4th of July in advance. So I will see you guys back here on July 9th for some very fun Dollar Tree projects. Bye for now.